everybody? Welcome to another great episode of Hillbilly Select Reviews. Today we are doing a Scotch Chivas Regal 12 years. It is a blend of different malt and grain whiskeys, okay? Made in different barrels, sherry barrels. They get all these different whiskeys from all over the place. They blend them together to get a profile they're looking for. This distillery is made as in Speyside, which is known not for being real smoky and real, usually makes single malts there, but not real smoky, not real peaty, kind of more of a fruity generally, or sweeter. This is the oldest still in use distillery in Scotland. It started in 1786 and they started making this brand in 1801. It's a great seller for them. I actually have a bottle of, I think it's the 21 that was bottled in, I think the late 70s or early 80s. I have it under vintage liquor in my playlist, okay? Because attached to this is going to be my Scotch playlist, but I have a vintage playlist. I got some really interesting stuff. I have a bottle of Scotch in there. It's 90 years old. You might want to check that out, all right? I have those tucked away in a nice room, but I showed them all on here. So let's get to the Chivas, once again, the Chivas Regal, all right? Now this means that the whiskey in here, the least amount of whiskey is what they have to label. So it could have a 100-year whiskey in here, but if they have a drop of something that's 12 years old, they have to put 12 years for all of it. They discount all the rest of it. Just the way it works. All right. Pour that in there real nice. There it is. Take a look at that color. Pale gold. Now a lot of people love this and they love blended Scotch. A lot of people put their nose up to it. I only drink single malt Scotch and all this crap. Look, it actually takes a hell of a lot of skill to blend all these whiskeys and come up with a profile year after year. That's it's an unbelievable skill to do that, and I appreciate it. And I appreciate it a lot. But I like all the profiles of Scotch. Okay, I like Scotch. It's one of my first whiskeys that I got into. So I like Scotch, and we're going to try some Chivas Regal. Okay, all right. Now Chivas Regal, yeah. Never mind. I'm thinking of something else. Keep it what I said. All right. Let's smell it. It's kind of smell of like oranges. You might pick out different kind of citrus fruits. I'm smelling a little orange on there. Very nice. A little bit of wood and nuttiness. Almost like toasted almonds and wood. Very good, very nice. Still doing good. Then there's a sweetness in here that I think a lot of you would describe as maybe sugar, brown sugar, honey. Let me see. I can see butterscotch. Even sherry type smell, like it was made in sherry barrels. It's imports that sweetness to it. I think you might pick out all that stuff and you wouldn't be wrong on any of it. But we're talking about a sweetness there. Talking about a fruitiness. Talking about a little bit of wood. And a little bit of nuttiness is what I'm getting. Now if you sat here a long time and really let this open up, let me tell you too, this is 80 proof. A lot of people don't like that 48% ABV, 40% ABV, 80 proof. I usually like it a little higher, and I can always water it down myself. But this is what they're offering it as. And most markets, most people like that 80 proof. The aficionados tend to like it a little higher. Whatever. I don't think I'll be turning this down. See, now a lot of you, I live in bourbon country, and I get unbelievable bourbons here. I got a playlist coming out. Unbelievable, really, the bourbons I have access to. And a lot of the people I hang with are big bourbon people here. I'm in Kentucky. And so I don't have many Scotch drinkers anymore, like I used to when I lived in the Northeast. And I haven't been drinking a lot of Scotch lately. And I miss it. Every once in a while I will. I'll buck the trend while I'm out with them, and I'll take a Scotch. But generally I've been into the bourbons because they're so plentiful here. The best bourbons in the world. But I've been missing this Scotch. And I just, that initial taste of just the Scotch, that anyone would know Scotch. It's very pleasing to me to get some into me. Get a little chocolate taste. Kind of like a chocolate covered orange. That's nice. You got the wood and the nuttiness. A little bit of graininess, like cereal type taste to it. And then you have the followed by the good old sweetness that we talked about before. That'd be described, I think most people would say they taste sweet. Whether or not they say it's brown sugar, whether or not they say it's honey, sherry, however they describe it, sugar, brown sugar, whatever, doesn't really matter. The point is you get a little sweetness in there. With the fruitiness, I get oranges, right? You get a little chocolate, you get a little nuts, you get a little woodiness. It's nice, and nothing overpowering. Okay, no overpowering peat or smoke or anything like that. You get some peaty taste. Okay, it is Scotch. But just blends together well. So I like this Chivas Regal 12. And I don't know how much it is for a big bottle. Google it. It's probably different in all different places. But I don't think it's unbelievably expensive. Right? So I think for the price, it's a nice 12-year-old blended Scotch whiskey. 80 proof with some nice flavors in it. Thank you for watching, everybody. And I'll see you on the next one. Check out that playlist on my, whatever I said now, I can't remember, where I have my, all my old liquors. Okay, I got old bourbons, I got old Scotches. Look at the playlist, you'll know when you'll recognize it when you see it. Okay, very interesting. All right, everybody, thank you and goodbye.